Okay, hi, my name is Megan, and I have been using Alveary for probably 3 years now, I think it is. Part in this room, I teach ESL classes in the morning, but this just has the best lighting in it, so I thought I'd use it. I schedule Alveary a lot different than I have seen other moms organize the curriculum. And so I wanted to take a moment just to share how my brain has organized the information, and maybe there are some tools that you find helpful that you wanted to incorporate in your homeschool. So the thing that I take into consideration is I am a mom, so that makes me the school teacher, it makes me the janitor, it makes me the lunch lady, and all these other tasks. So I know that my time is very limited. So I need to make sure that there is some prioritizing in my school day. Now, mentally, I just block out those morning hours before lunchtime as this is school. I try not to schedule anything during that time. Sometimes emergencies do come up, or sometimes someone needs me. And so there is flexibility in that, but I try and make sure that I have at least those morning, 4 hours dedicated to school of some sorts. Also, something that I pay attention to is that all of the Alveary curriculum is wonderful and it is beautiful. But I also think about, do I need to finish it in its entirety? So I make an ideal schedule, and I hope to have that ideal schedule at least 1, 2, 3 times a week. But I know life is imperfect, and so I'm not always going to have that ideal schedule implemented. And so in my mind, I think about, do I need to finish this in its entirety? Take, for example, recitation. Recitation is beautiful and it is wonderful. But if I miss a day, it is not the end of the world. But if I miss math one day, that is a subject that needs to be finished in its entirety. And so I need to make sure that that gets done. I don't want to skip recitation, but sometimes life happens and I need to prioritize. So one thing that I have is I need to write things out. I need to be able to check things off. And I have taken the curriculum and I've put it in my teacher spreadsheet right here. And this is my teacher one. This contains the subjects that we're going to be doing together. I have a 6th grader, a 4th grader, and a 2nd grader. So I don't have any extremely young children, and we're not into the high school level yet. But there are some subjects that all 3 of them can do together. I have this organized. I call it candle time, but these are subjects such as our chores in the morning, poetry, recitation. We do Awana, so we're going to be practicing our verse here. Bible, almanac. I have them do a journal as well, and then we're going to watch the current events in the morning. Then we do an hour of school, okay? They have their own checklist where they are told what they need to do. This is their independent work or subjects that they need my help for. After that, for about an hour, we go into movement. I try and do this. We'll pick one of these and we'll focus on this, except free time. Free time's kind of easy for us to do. It's effortless subject for us. Then we will move into table time. These are those subjects that we can do together, like all of the arts, the history we do together, music we do together as well. Then we go into another block of school where they go to their own schedule and they can, their own independent work that they do by themselves or something that they might need my help with. I also have all of our arts listed here, all of our sciences, like those labs and going outside, and then also the books that we're reading together. And so what I do is whenever we start in the morning, in the winter time, my kids usually get up about 7:30. I aim to start school at 8:30 and we start right in and when we go. And then whatever, let's say if we only get to here and we're hungry and we need lunch, then I just stop. Or let's say if we're able to get all the way down here and they're hungry and they need lunch, we just stop. Lunch just kind of fits in whatever the timetable is for that. Now this is my checklist. Okay, the kids have their own checklist, and I'm going to show you my youngest. So my youngest is in 2nd grade. His name is Ethan, and he is in the lower A1 level. Okay, and this is something that I print out every week. And we've been doing this for a while now. My kids know what's expected of them. But you can kind of see it's divided up into 3 parts. 1 part, 2 part, 3 parts. Okay, and then this is the table time. That school that we're doing together, like those history, music, arts. Okay, but it's 3 parts, 1, 2, 3, and we like bugs. So this is the head, thorax, and abdomen. During that first school hour, they are to only do these subjects. So I have handwriting, reading, and math. I have the geography. Ethan really loved the Book of Indians. We're finishing up that book this year with him. He's doing his sciences that he does by himself or with me, with my help. Okay? These are the subjects that I have thought through and said, I don't want them to miss this. This is something that they need to finish in their entirety. So if a day goes haywire and stuff happens and we can't get to school and have that ideal day, this is kind of my brick and mortar. This is they have to at least do this. Okay, and you can see we didn't do school or a lot of school on the 6th, and that's okay. Life happens. But this is kind of the backbone of what I want. As they finish the head and head, thorax, abdomen, the head and the thorax, in the afternoon, that second block of school, they're going to finish up here, and when they finish, they can move down here. These are kind of like maybe a little bit more of like the occupations sort of subjects. So Ethan, he has chose that he wants to read through the book of John for his independent Bible. We do piano in the afternoon. I have a game on my iPad. It's called Rocket Math. They review and practice their math equations, the fast math stuff. They have a time for free read. They have time to go outside. They have options for their book of centuries. Okay. I have noticed that these subjects are very beautiful and they can take a lot of time. Sometimes they're reading for 20 minutes and they're like, well, I want to keep reading, and they might go longer. Or they might be doing piano and they might play around on the piano a little bit longer. So I like putting this in the afternoon, where if it does take longer, it's okay. Another thing that I've realized over the years is I do need catch-up days. Because life happens, I can't get through all of this. And you'll notice there's lots of blanks on here. And so I will have catch-up days. So maybe after these 5 days, so this is a full week of school, then maybe the 6th day I'll have a catch-up day. And we'll kind of get to the rest of these if I haven't been able to get to it. Because history, I need to do history, but it's okay. It's a wonderful thing that we do together. And so that can be scheduled in throughout the week. But something else that I have found really beneficial is you'll notice that I have not typed in any dates because I don't always start the first day on a Monday. Sometimes this might be a Tuesday. Friday, today's Friday, and it's going to be right here. And so Monday we'll finish up here. And so that's why I don't have any dates. We write it in as we do it. These do take time, writing these out. It takes time looking back in the curriculum, trying to figure out what needs to happen in the following week. But I really treasure that time as a teacher because that helps prepare my mind. I know that either my middle son or my youngest son, they're going to be learning about kestrels this week. And that's because I've taken the time to write this. I find it very beneficial so I can mentally prepare myself. And I'll show you this. What these are, I have looked in the curriculum and I have noticed what's being said. So let's use this as an example. Here. So here is the book. This is American Biomes, and he's reading the book Holiday Pond. He's going to be doing that for 10 minutes each week, one time. And you can see these little dots. So we're in lesson 17, and I did all caps, and it says intro. So that's my little cue that I need to go back into the curriculum. There's a little intro piece that we need to discuss and talk about before he goes, and we read through pages 89 and 90. And then when he's done with that, there's an image that I need to look up. So I put that all in caps. So I know that I need to go back into the curriculum, find that link, and be able to show it. Actually, this one might be the Kestrel one. I don't remember. And there's his little reminder that we're going to work on a short written narration. He's young. He is going to be telling me this narration, and I'm going to be writing it for him. But this is something that he has to do, and I don't want him to miss it. So that's why I have that included as well. You can see the one above it. There's another intro piece, so I need to sit with him and I need to talk things through before he goes on to his reading. You can see up here that after his reading, there's going to be an image, a picture I'm going to show him. Oh no, this is the Kestrel one, I bet. Oh, bird stories? Yeah, this is the Kestrel. I love Kestrels. So this is an audio and then a video as well. And then there's a short written narration as well. Okay, so I hope this is helpful. It is very my brain. It's how I like to organize things. I think it gives me freedom in the fact that I know everything's important, everything is beautiful and wonderful, but for a priority of completion, I know what's important and then what I can kind of not skip, but prioritize. Okay, so I hope that is helpful. I do find enjoyment out of writing these all out so that I can understand what's happening throughout the week. I like that there are no dates because a week doesn't always happen within those 5 Monday through Friday days. I like checking things off. I'm not scared of spreadsheets. These are very plain. They're just Excel pages. No, it's not pages. It's Excel, whatever, numbers that I use. I try not to get too fancy because that can be time consuming and maybe not sustainable for a spreadsheet that I update every week. My spreadsheet is week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So this is 4 weeks of school here. So I hope that is helpful. All right. I'll talk to you guys later and I'll see you on the Hive. All right. Bye.